I make no apology for coming back with the third Mateus Fernandes video in a little under 48 hours. There's a number of reasons to do it. The first reason is we have some actually bona fide proper news. We got an update. It's moved forward or backwards, depending on whether your cup half full or cup half empty on this one. So there's a good reason for doing it. The other reason is to interact with you, lovely people, of course, which is always a pleasure to interact with the subscribers. Actually, talking about subscribers, I don't normally say this, but some people aren't subscribed to the channel, and I don't like to do this whole spiel. I find it a bit boring, truth be known. And if I'm honest, I'm not subscribed to every channel I watch, and I think, well, I don't need to, because YouTube just suggests it to me anyway. One of my most watched is like a boxing channel, and I realised the other day I'm not even subscribed to it, but I'll probably watch all their videos. All I'd say is, if you could give it a go, I'd be much appreciated. It might make a difference. Press the subscribe button if you're not. There's a bell next to it. If you hit the bell, it will do a notification on your phone. It might help out. It might not. I would appreciate it if you tried it. I'd be interested to see if it makes a difference. The third reason for doing this video, of course, is, well, it's a YouTube channel with adverts on it, so we get a little bit of money. There you go. I'm going to be honest with you there. But very excited about Fernandes, and even though the bid has been rejected, I still think that's a positive. So Sky Sports did the story. That had been sort of verified by The Athletic. And it's £30 million, or £30 million plus add-ons. And it was called a derisory offer. Southampton are insulted by it, and all that type of stuff that you would expect to hear. This is fine. This is the dance that ensues now. Somebody was saying this to me about 10 minutes ago, actually, on the phone. This is the dance. This happens. So Southampton, as I understand it, have leaked the news that West Ham have bid this insulting, unacceptable offer, right? West Ham are not saying anything. West Ham are saying, we don't comment on other clubs' players. You think, you do. You do very much, actually. Just not today, maybe. In fact, it was only yesterday they were saying this was a difficult transfer deal. Anyway, so I think Southampton have leaked the news so as they can signal their offence at West Ham's derisory offer. We're in the dance. We're in a dance of, I'm offended, I'm not selling him, and then West Ham going, well, I'm not interested anyway, we're going to go and sign somebody else. So I think that's what's going to happen now. I think it's clearly very public, because I think you're probably going to have both clubs leaking the information now. So hopefully a deal gets done. There's certainly was really pleased yesterday with Jacob Steinberg's update, where he said West Ham were confident. I like that. What was interesting is back in the day, back in the olden days, like yesterday, when West Ham were commenting on a transfer, the news was leaked that we were going to make our opening offer. And I love that language. The language is West Ham are going to make their initial offer, their opening offer. There's no confidence when you say that. It's like me trying to make, saying to kids, I'm gonna make my opening attempt at making you a toasted sandwich. You don't want that one, do you? Nobody wants that one. So I think by the very nature of the phrase used, that we're making an opening offer, showed West Ham did not expect this first bid to be accepted. And here's the dance, right? We're going to bid £30 million. We don't expect it to be accepted. Well, Southampton are going to go, oh, unbelievable, shocked emoji. We can't believe you've bid such a derisory, paltry, minuscule amount of money. Look, I hope this deal will get done. As I say, I'm not going to pay too much attention. We'll probably do videos about it, but I'm not going to pay too much attention to, I think, to the noise on this one now. Because what you'll get, and you'll get it from both sides, and there'll be lots of it. In the same way, you only actually have to look back at the... As I said, I feel we were led a merry dance. I think we were played like a fiddle on the Hermansen one. And the John Victor and everything. I thought that was almost played to perfection. And the media was used, social media was used, everybody was used on that. And in the end, we went and got the player we were bidding for in the first place anyway. And then everyone got annoyed, and everyone sort of lost their mind and all stuff like that. So I'm gonna I'm not being drawn in by this stuff. I'm going to try and apply some wisdom now to this transfer negotiation that's going to happen. It was interesting again. I know I mentioned it briefly earlier on. Was interesting that now 2 or 3 people have said we're looking at 2 midfielders. I don't know, I have 3 fingers. 2. Sorry, you know what I mean. 2 midfielders. That would be good, because this is your attacking midfielder. This is your number 8 if you want. We need somebody a little bit more destructive in there. I do find what was interesting actually, as I love watching the way this plays out, this type of thing. So Southampton are now saying he's not for sale. He's not for sale. Well, he is. He is for sale. And I'll tell you why we know he's for sale. Because he's told his agent to go and find himself a club. His agent has already leaked it that he wants to leave and that he's looking for European clubs. And Southampton have already prepared for him leaving because they're searching for replacements. And he was left out the starting lineup for the game they played the other day against Wrexham. They know he's going. He's too good to remain in the Championship. He doesn't want to. So everybody's got to go through this charade, this merry dance of pretending. As I say, it's like somebody said to me just before I did this video. We're gonna pretend we're not interested. They're gonna pretend they don't want to sell him. Brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's the game. That's the game that will be played. But really good player. Really, really, really good player. It feels serious. It does. I think when you start off, when we get a transfer leak sometimes, and you get someone maybe a generic Premier League websites that call Offside and Football Insider and 442 and just generic football websites, they'll report on West Ham stories, and you don't really feel it's solid. But I think once you get the big media outlets confirming that a bid has been made, and basically it stops being like the generic football website, it starts being TalkSport, it starts being Sky Sports News, the BBC, and they're all saying West Ham have officially made a bid. You think, okay, well now we're on. Now we're on. I don't know why we left it so late. I do find it odd that we make this announcement. We're going to make a bid. We're preparing. I don't know what there is to prepare. Honestly, it's like I don't know why I've got to take everything back to food, but it's honestly, it's not like a loaf of bread where the yeast has got a rye proof and all the rest of it, is it? We've got to prepare a bid. What? Well, what are you doing to it? Anyway, we've all seen the emails. They're not hard to type out, are they? Ouch, just stubbed me toe. Right, I'm going to go. Until the next time, until the next Mateus Fernandes video. There you go. That's the headline. West Ham have had a bid rejected for Southampton. We bid 30 million. They want closer to 50 million. You know what the compromise is going to be. You don't even need me to tell you.